and on the corner of my eye, I see someone's hand in the air. And it's a lit party, so it makes sense that people had their hands in the air and all that shit. But this is something different. Far more sinister! This hand was holding a... When I was 15 years old, I sneaked out to go to a party, and honestly, it was a great experience until it got shot up. Before I tell the story, please hit that like button and subscribe. It's not that hard. So, here's the story. I swear, when we hit our teenage years, most of us tend to do stupid things to the point our own consciousness is even telling us, what the fuck made you do that stupidity? But for us young people, what the fuck even is a consciousness? Since we're out here just wasting our brain cells on doing stupid things. And I guess that hasn't changed not even one bit for me, and I'm over here pushing 20. But hey, you know what they say, the more stupid the decision is, the crazier the story is gonna be. And that's exactly what I'm going to discuss in this video of how I sneaked out to go to this party. So I was 15 years old, and as I already explained from the beginning, nothing good comes out of a 15-year-old kid, because in that age, you feel like you're 21 years old. You're asked things that you're a grown adult. Especially with teenagers nowadays, not trying to call anybody out or nothing, but shit, they over here acting like grown-ass adults. They be going out drinking late night and smoking with their friends, going to parties and all that kind of stuff. And I'm over here like, shit, I wish I had that much independence myself. But maybe it's because I had strict parents and their parents don't care as much when it comes to those things. But sometimes that ain't even the case for real. They be sneaky as hell with it without their parents finding out. They be moving like Diddy decades before he got caught up. It's like 15 is the new 21, especially in this generation. And it didn't help that in this night in particular, it was my birthday. So my ass was like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I got a big ass. Okay, I was lying to myself for a little bit, but I was determined since, I see my peers going out to parties, having little girlfriends, and trying some substances. And I already checked out all the boxes, except going out to a party. How I'm gonna check off that box, you may ask? Well, I had a friend who was a popular senior in high school, and he was 18 at the time, and that guy loves to party, which I blame it on his favorite movie throughout high school. You guessed it, Project X. That movie, it influenced him to do these block parties every Friday. And these block parties take place in a house that he and his frat buddies from college rented, which was close to the ghetto, but that didn't stop me from wanting to go, because I'm familiar with that kind of environment anyway, since I lived in the inner city, which was very ghetto. Plus, when me and my family moved to the suburbs, that shit was still ghetto. Every now and then, there's be helicopters roaming around our neighborhood, hearing gunshots, not fireworks, gunshots. And there was a shootout close to where I live. And on top of that, I went to a ghetto school. It was one of those ghetto schools that's from 6th grade to 12th grade. That's pretty ghetto if you ask me. So I pretty much seen both worlds. So my plan to go to this party is escape route. It was around 10:30 or 11 p.m. and coincidentally the alarm monitor wasn't working. So what do? Oh, I'm gonna be a responsible young man and help my parents find some batteries. Oh wait, I was a terrible kid. I hid the batteries, told my parents I was going to sleep, and I put 2 pillows under the blanket as my doppelganger, and got out the window, got on my bike on some Stranger Things type shit, and pulled up to the function. And that joint wasn't just a function, it was the function out of all functions. It was so packed to the point they had the whole street blocked off. It's like they brought Smoke Perp before he had an audience of 15 people in his concert. Big reminder, this was 2018, so that was way back in the day. So when I stepped foot into this party, I knew for a fact that this was the night to live it up. And it was everything I expected. People going crazy, everyone dancing, hookahs being blown, drinks are being drank. And in my head, I was like, damn, My friend really pulled off a crazy ass party. I don't know how he did it, but I must say that's very impressive. And I saw some things that I wasn't prepared to see, considering I was the only 15-year-old kid in that party, filled with the brink with 18-year-olds and beyond. I even saw a 40-year-old guy drinking and dancing like he's reliving his college days. Bro's the definition of a super duper senior. Other things that were forbidden in my household that I saw is not only the drinking or the smoking, but also I walked in on somebody knocking them ankles loose. Luckily, it was dark, so I didn't see too much, thankfully, or else I would have been scarred for life. But I left instantly because, one, I am not a cook, and second of all, I ran away in fear that he's going to chase me down like he Diddy or some shit. And my dumbass leaving the door open led to the girl who was getting her cheeks clapped, her boyfriend finding her in that room. And the next thing I heard is a lot of arguing and screaming from both sides. It was so damn loud, even through the loud music playing in the background. People are hearing the damn commotion coming from the room. But by that time, the door was locked, while there was a lot of people waiting outside. But then all of a sudden, it was quiet for like 5 to 10 minutes. When the door was finally open, the first thing that came out was the two men arguing, all bruised up and messed up. It seems like they fought. But then the next thing you know, they were high-fiving each other, saying, oh yeah, we totally killed it in there with that three-way. And everyone was cheering them on, and I was like, what the hell am I witnessing right now? And I don't know what they on right now, but they gotta be on some form of fent or crack, because what is going on right now? You see right there? This is an example of what happens when people get too off the rails when they start to crash out. But I wasn't too worried about that. I was busy dancing, doing my own thing. One of the funniest things that happened is that I was dancing with a literal 20-year-old woman in front of her boyfriend. And it seemed like he didn't care because he knows that I'm not a homewrecker. But it still made me feel like I was that guy, since that's something I will most definitely brag about with my friends. Like, I'm that type of person around that time where if I hop in the game with my friends and play some Fortnite or some shit, I would be like, hey, like, you won't believe it, man. Like, I actually danced with a freaking 20-year-old. Damn. So I danced the night away, feeling myself like I'm young Michael Jackson in this joint. And on the corner of my eye, I see someone's hand in the air. And it's a lit party, so it makes sense that people had their hands in the air and all that shit. But this is something different. Far more sinister. This hand was holding a bottle. Wait, no, a microphone? Wait, holy shit, we gotta go. This guy has a strap. And next thing you know, he lit up the block. By one shot, the crowd began to disperse faster than the speed of light. But I already had my 5-second head start from everyone. My inner Usain Bolt came into full effect. I became a runner and a track star on that fateful night. Luckily, I happened to find a car that was unlocked, and I hid in there until the crowd leaves, and everyone was running for their lives. Nothing else mattered than getting the hell out of there, even if it means stepping over people. And there was this one dude who was like 16 years old, but for some reason his height is 5'5". And I thought this guy was cooked because of his height. But in this instant, he's beyond cooked, since almost everybody started stepping over him while the crowd was dispersing. And I was just watching him just get railed for 10 minutes. And I'm just sitting there looking helplessly at him. And I was like, damn, that could have been me. I'm glad I ain't that guy. And nobody found out that this kid was on the ground for like 15 minutes until the party was over. But too little too late, because his arm broke by then because of that. And after he got healed from his injuries, his parents proceeded to give him the biggest ass beating of his life. That's one of the rumors that I heard after the party. But even though rumors are rumors, I never saw him after that. Quick aftermath. The dude who had the gun obviously was arrested. I don't know how many years, but it's none of my business. My senior friend got some charges, but they all got dropped. And what I did after the party is that I took my bike, got home by climbing through the roof and entering to the window. And right when I was about to close it, guess who showed up? My fucking mother. She looks at me like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, I'm just trying to get some fresh air. You know, I'm appreciating nature and like the oxygens. And I speak for the trees. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching the Lorax a lot, Mom. And she was like, boy, get some sleep. Stop lying to me. You're the reason why we're going to put cameras in this house with your sneaky ass. And from that point forward, I knew that me being a sneaky little bastard is going to caught up to me from that point moving forward. But hey, they never found out about that. After that, I never went to a party like that in like 4 years, obviously. I went to birthday parties, but I don't really count those at all. As much as I wanted to brag about me being in that party at school, I had to keep my mouth shut. Not only because I don't want to get in trouble with the teachers and staff for talking about a party with alcohol and drugs involved, but I also had to keep in mind that there can be a person who's friends with the dude that pulled the trigger in the party that goes to the same school that I go to, since my school is in the ghetto and the party was very local to the ghetto. And not only that, but also my school is a 6th grade to 12th grade type of school where there's a lot of people to watch out for, especially to the super duper seniors. RIP to Diddy's career. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. If there's any moral to the story, I would say is that you don't need to be high or drunk to have a good time. And if you are going to indulge into these things, be careful and do it responsibly instead of crashing out. Big facts.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Before y'all clicked off the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy Millie Mish, who makes some good music that I use for this video. So check him out. And also to one of my favorite brands out right now called Fourth Wall, where they got some dope clothes, and I think that they deserve recognition as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.